Here are 3 proven ways to acquire freelance projects on an ongoing basis, and some advice on which one is right for you and when you should use each method. One, you can use any or a number of the freelance market websites. 2, send cold email or even gasp a physical letter to prospects. And 3, you can put up a website and attract the right prospects to your site where you make the case for your services. All 3 have pluses and minuses, and you can go from one method to another in a progression, or use more than one method simultaneously. Let's talk about the first method, the freelance websites such as Upwork and Fiverr, and there's freelancer.com and many niche freelance sites. Now, there are some disadvantages to relying on these sites. 1, this is not how you get the big freelance money. 2, there are lots of low-paying jobs on these sites, and there is a lot of competition. On the other hand, there are a number of important benefits. They offer the fastest way to get started other than working for friends and family. And you can get started without a website, without doing all sorts of marketing funnels or emailing and so on. They make dealing with clients easier because they have their own built-in messaging boards, automatic payments, and so on. And since they make it so much easier to handle the business, they are also a more practical way to freelance on the side if you currently have a full-time or part-time job. They also enable you to test and hone in the niche or niches that work for you. You can get samples of projects you've done, and just as important, they make it easy to collect reviews which you can turn into testimonials and use to get more clients. So if you don't have many samples, if you feel more comfortable starting this way, if you are starting on the side and you don't have a lot of time, I recommend that you use these freelance sites for what they're worth, and that is as stepping stones to get started and move on. Nothing says you have to stick with these sites, but use them to get the samples. Use them for research. Study the job descriptions to find out what companies in your niche are looking for. And if you are currently freelancing and want to break into a new niche, this is a way to get some foot in the door projects and get samples and reviews to establish credibility in a new niche. 2, directly contacting prospects. You don't have to wait to move on from using these sites. If it feels right for you and you want to start being as proactive as possible, you can start a campaign directly contacting the prospects you want. The fastest way is to construct target lists and write emails or even direct mail to contact these possibilities. Who you contact is critical. Make sure you have some knowledge of their niche, of their particular business, and you'll have to construct the emails in a certain way or they'll be ignored. Method 3, driving people to your website. This method takes the most time, but once you've set it up, it can attract prospects 24/7. This is where you create a website and at the very least, a simple marketing funnel to find the prospects who might be interested in working with you and offering them a way to meet with you on a call or Zoom where you can demonstrate how you can help them. All of these strategies can work, but use them in the order that makes sense for your level of experience. For instance, if you don't have much time because you're doing this on the side, and you have few or no samples, and you're not sure of the niche that's right for you, spending time and money starting with a website, creating an online funnel, it may be a waste of time and money at this point. You're better off starting with the freelance websites if that's your situation. If you've got some samples and you've determined a niche, even better a sub-niche, create a list of prospects and carefully craft an email campaign to your target audience. The most important thing is to get started, whichever is the easiest, fastest way for you to get going. Once you get going, you can tweak your client acquisition efforts and attract better and more lucrative clients.